Hi everybody, this is Matt Manero with Commercial Fleet Financing out of Dallas, Texas. Again on the CFF Nation, trying to bring you incredible content that helps your trucking business or your transportation related company run a better business. I'm here with my favorite guest, Jason Poat, one more time, the founder of TruckersCoach. Jason, this is a unique topic that occurred to me a couple months ago, a month or two ago, when I had a customer in the office. And when he was leaving the office, he said something to me that struck me. He said, you know, one of the untold stories in the trucking business is the difficulty on the home front. When the trucker's on the road as much as he is, it really can cause problems on the home front that a lot of people don't like to talk about. So we went ahead and we wrote a blog about this. We called it The Ugly Truth of Trucking, But There's Hope. And I wanted to bring you on today to maybe talk about it, about ways that truckers can stay connected with their families while they're on the roads, and ways that they can keep the communication and lines of communication up on the home front. Can you talk a little bit about things that you're doing in your life or other people that you know are doing that are keeping a nice, tight family relationship going while these guys are on the road?
Sure. I'd be glad to, Matt. Thanks for having me again.
You're welcome.
One of the things that differentiates today from the 80s and the 90s is technology. We live in a technology world, so embrace the technology that we have. So one of the things that I would tell folks is communication is key. And some of the things that we do out here on the road that some drivers don't is we always Skype every night. And I'm talking about my family. We Skype every night. So I see my cats, I see my wife, I see my kids every night out in the truck.
Yeah.
And we all say goodnight and we all say I love you. And we look at each other when we're doing it. It's a lot more personal than being on the phone or whatnot.
So let me stop you on that real quick, because maybe some guys really don't even know what we just talked about, right?
Sure,
so what
sure.
you're going to need is you're going to need a laptop with a camera on it, or you're
Sure.
going to need a little webcam, or you're just going to use the camera on your smartphone, right?
Yeah, smartphone is what I use personally, and it's a lot easier and it doesn't take as much data to run.
Yep.
And so typically the apps like off of the App Store or Android market are the ones that typically run off less data or whatnot and are made for the mobile phone. So that's the ones that I personally use.
And then you're going to tell your family, hey, tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be stopped. Fire it up on the home front. The kids and the wife are going to gather around the family computer. You're going to fire up the Skype app. And now they're going to see you in the truck. You're going to see them at the house. And you're going to talk about it just like if you were there having dinner.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, great.
And that is what we do. And then also we run around and we take pictures. Like if I'm at a place and it's snowing and it's a big blizzard and it's sunny in Kentucky where I'm from, but I'm up in Wisconsin or I'm up in North Washington State or whatnot, and I'm in a blizzard. Hey, I send them pictures or a nice sunset or the plateaus down in Arizona or whatnot, and we send those pictures and things. And then another thing that we do is my son Dylan, my girls not so much, but my son Dylan, he has a what you call a pegboard, and we have the map of the United States on it, and he will map out where I'm going, kind of like Trucker Buddy. If you guys remember that program, Trucker Buddy, that's what they used to do. And I used to do that for Walmart Private Fleet. I was a member of Trucker Buddy through them. And we would go to schools and the students would actually map out where their driver sponsor had went. And that's another great thing is they can actually track you as you're going and whatnot. And if I'm at a truck stop, and I know this is arbitrary, but I see a nice postcard. I'm a UK fan, but if I see a Kentucky Wildcat postcard in Arizona or something like that, hey, I'm sending it home. I send it home. Hey, love you, Dad.
That's
and those are some of the things that you could do. As far as talking to your spouse, one of the biggest things that we have today in the trucking industry is a high divorce rate. And communication. It's great to see your kids and stuff, but you also have a spouse. And communicating with your spouse, because your spouse is taking care of that house. They're mowing the grass. They're taking out the trash. They're taking care of the kids. They're doing the laundry. They're cooking supper. They're doing all those things that you're not doing when you're out in the truck. Sure, we have a hard job, but you can't take the day's stress out on your spouse. And a lot of people do that sometimes, and it leads to that divorce factor and whatnot. And the other thing is loneliness. sometimes the spouse becomes lonely, and sometimes they're never home or whatnot. Make time for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be out on the road to make a living, but you also have a family. Make time for your family, because money will never replace your family, no matter what you do.
Jason, that's why I love you having you on the program, because what we're talking about is the real life issues that are affecting truckers. What we just talked about is a big deal that doesn't get talked about enough. Where can people find you?
Hey, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/TruckersCoach, at thetruckerscoach.com, and on YouTube, Truckers Coach. Thanks a lot for having us, Matt.
You got it. You can find us at CFFNationwide.com. You can find us on Twitter at CFFNationwide. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Manero. On YouTube, just type in CFF Nationwide. You'll find us too. I can't wait to do this again with you, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Hey, thank you, Matt.
You got it. Take care.